This is your definitive breakdown to the LEGO Star Wars The Skywalker Saga gameplay overview video. We shall be going through the entire video together and taking a look at all of the details in the video. And if you want to be kept up to date with LEGO Star Wars The Skywalker Saga news, make sure you do subscribe. We start by getting a look at the binary sunset and Luke once again, and then this is Luke fighting Royal Guards on the Death Star 2 towards the end of Return of the Jedi. And as you can see here, the electro staffs of the Royal Guards do have visual effects, and Luke has a health bar alongside the Royal Guards as well, and you can see these numbers that you're going to be seeing when you're taking out enemies. I'm not too keen on them personally, I don't like this, hopefully you can turn it off, but that's going to be part of the combat system. Then you have Anakin in Palpatine's office in episode 3. Then we have Anakin and Obi-Wan once again, just like we've seen in the past gameplay trailers, battling out, and there is also C-3PO and R2-D2 there as well. This is another look at Darth Vader getting his armor in Revenge of the Sith, and this is a shot we saw in a previous trailer for this game, but this is a little bit different, looks a little bit different compared to those. Here is Rey with BB-8 at her AT-AT home. Then we have Rey and Kylo fighting it out at the debris of the Death Star. And this shot here is incredible. So this is actually the main menu for the game. This is going to be the title screen. It's so cool to see all of them together from all 9 films. This is the submenu that's going to allow you to pick which episode you want to play on, which is really cool. I like these little things. And then this is a look at Poe on Jakku at the start of The Force Awakens, taking out the Stormtroopers. And then here's a few more of the levels. This is the start of the Phantom Menace as Qui-Gon, and then we move into A New Hope, and we get another look at the Princess on Tantive 4. We've seen that shot a couple of times before in past trailers, and then here's C-3PO and R2-D2 getting out of the ship in an escape pod. And then here's a look at The Last Jedi duel with Kylo Ren and Rey taking on the Praetorian Guards. And another look at the Battle of Hoth. The graphics compared to the original games is insane, and we do have a couple of AT-STs. Then we've got the Battle of Naboo, and we have the Gungans taking on the B-1 battle droids. Then the Battle of Endor with Ewoks taking on Stormtroopers, which is always fun to see. Then we have the Battle of Geonosis with the LA-ATs, and unfortunately, they've still got Phase 1 clone troopers and not actual pilots, but we have Obi-Wan here, and we have Ki-Adi-Mundi and Yoda as well. Mace Windu's in the background of the other gunship with Ki-Adi-Mundi, and then there's Anakin, Padme, and a clone trooper as well. And if we just go back a few frames, because that shot of the Separatist core ships, wow, it's impressive. This is the Rebel shield generator. Then we have start The Force Awakens again, Battle of Naboo once again, we've got the MTTs and the AATs with the B-1 battle droids. This is a shot of Anakin on the Invisible Hand in episode 3, and you can see some objective markers and things like that in the background. Here is Rey at Nema Outpost, and there is so many NPCs in the background, and animals and wildlife, that's so cool. Then we have the Rancor picking up Luke in Jabba's palace. There is a skeleton in the background there and a Gamorrean guard just there as well. This is in the Mustafar control room. We've got Rose and a 501st Trooper with orange arms, which is either a mistake or maybe a custom character. I'm not too sure, but that is incorrect there. The sheer detail of this environment is incredible compared to the originals. And then we have Mace taking on Geonosians on Geonosis, using his abilities. Then here we have Poe on the First Order Resurgent Star Destroyer. We have a Flame Trooper with the incorrect helmet, which is interesting. We have the First Order Special Forces pilot. This is a shot of Luke on Jabba's sail barge. They've got a barbecue in the background going on here. And then we have R2 and Mustafarans. Look at that. That is so cool to see natives from Mustafar as an NPC right here. And you're able to take him out. Then we've got Darth Maul on what could be Starkiller Base. An interesting looking droid there. Then we have Mos Eisley. Look at that. Dewbacks in the background. We've got Moncal. We've got so many different NPCs. Look at that. So many in the background. And of course, Stormtroopers. This is the player playing as a Tusken Raider. So this is Padme from an actual gameplay perspective with the hood. Again, I'm not keen on these numbers. I really don't like this on the hood. It does say Padme ship, so this is her ship outfit. It shows us how many coins are here, and then this is, I guess, the new True Jedi system, so it starts off white, goes to blue, and then purple. This is Padme taking on Geonosians in the droid factory, and then we have Han on Hoth. There is some Viper probe droids, so this is the mechanic of where the Viper probe droid is able to scan. You've got to avoid it and take the droid out. Then we have another look at the Battle of Exegol with Finn, and that is an interesting looking X-Wing. It's got a bunch of green on it, and we've got all the Sith troopers in the background there. We do have a Resistance pilot sat down there, and this is the new cover system. If you want to avoid being hit from blaster fire, you can go into cover now. And then this is a shot of Princess Leia on the Tantive 4 taking on stormtroopers. We've seen a very similar shot before, and this is Lando on Cloud City. We can see the Bespin guards along with the stormtroopers. This is near the landing pad, and that's going into the Millennium Falcon. Then we have Obi-Wan giving Luke his father's lightsaber. We've seen this scene a little bit before. We've seen these pictures before, but it's still fun to see. And then Anakin and Obi-Wan dancing with the clone troopers as well. We get another look at the Praetorian Guard throne scene with Rey, and then we have the Carbonite freezing chamber duel with Luke and Vader. Once again, another look at Obi-Wan and General Grievous. We've got battle droids in the top. That's going to be one awesome fight. And a bit of comedic effect there for one of the cutscenes from The Force Awakens. And then we have this shot of Jango and Obi-Wan. This is one of the boss battles. And you can see the weather effects for Kamino are insane this time round. And I'm really looking forward to this one. Another Dagobah shot of Yoda on Luke. We saw this in the previous gameplay trailer. It's almost identical. This is Rey using Force abilities inside a cave on Acto. You can tell by the background from just outside the entrance of the cave there. That's going to be interesting. Another shot of Anakin on the Invisible Hand taking on B-1 battle droids. And then this is the Mos Eisley Spaceport section once again with Obi-Wan influencing Banthas with stormtroopers as well. Some awesome space battles. Battle of Exegol with Rey going down to meet the Emperor, and there's a Kyber brick there that you'll be able to use to unlock. And look at the feed. Absolutely incredible this is. We've got Padme and the Viceroy and all the invading droids. A communication disruption means one thing, invasion. And we have Han on Hoth once again, specifically on a Tauntaun. We've got searchlights and stuff, so there's like a bridge here that you'll be able to open and close. Then we have Agent Kloss. This is Poe and his Black One, and this is you using the holo map. So these are all of the planets you're going to be able to free roam in. So you've got Utapau, Mustafar, Dagobah, Hoth, Bespin, Endor, Kefir, Acto, Exegol, Jakku, Takodana, Coruscant, Krayt, Naboo, Pisana, Dakar, Geonosis, Tatooine, Kamino, Kashyyyk, Kijimi, Cantonica, Yavin 4, and Agent Kloss. That is one awesome list of planets we're going to be able to check out. So this is just how you use it. You just select which you want to travel to, and it will allow you to go into hyperspace and travel. This is Coruscant from space. Now, we've got some sort of icon here, like a target. So this is a great look at Coruscant from space. And you can see we are Poe Dameron in his jacket skin, and he's in this Black One. And there's different districts you can be able to go to. So you have the Federal District and the Uskru District, and a few other icons like a question mark here. And these things here, you can collect up to 5 of them. Then we have some space shots of the Millennium Falcon and Imperial Star Destroyer. This is Han Solo Episode 5. We've got a bunch of TIE fighters you'll be able to take out. And we also have a look at the Resistance Y-Wing taking on the Executor class Dreadnought, which is going to be cool. And this is Boss Nass flying this. That's funny. That is funny. And you've also got TIE Fighter pilot in the bottom right hand side there. And this is Finn Krayt in Poe's Black One, and you can see that this is overlooking Canto Bite's planet, Cantonica. So this icon here, this green one, we saw a red one earlier, is an objective. So that looks like that's a Star Destroyer right there, and you're going to be able to fly towards it. And then we also have Slave One in this quick shot here. Then we have Black One once again descending on a Takodana, and this all looks good right here. We do have the stuff from The Force Awakens, you know, the Resistance X-Wings taking on the First Order TIE Fighters. And then we have the Endor speeder chase. And then we have another shot at the Battle of Naboo. And this is phenomenal. Like, the scale of this, just look how many droids they're able to fit on here. This is a scale we've never seen in a LEGO Star Wars game before. It truly is awesome. Look at all that destruction that's going on. Then we have the Pisana speeder chase, and this is Rey using a gun mechanic. And you can also see Poe and Finn on the other one as well. And then we have Tantive 4 again with the Princess. You're going to be able to either build a water cannon or a laser turret right here, and then you can use that to put out the fire. And this is Poe on what appears to be a First Order Star Destroyer. And this is just showing the different ways you can go around the level. Apparently there's multiple ways to complete a level. Then this is another look at Coruscant. Just look at that. Looks fantastic. And we can see this is Qui-Gon and Obi-Wan. We've got some NPCs. We've got a tree, some flowers and stuff in the background. And then we can move on into the Senate. And this shows that the Senate showdown is going to be one big section that you're going to be able to go in. And another look at Coruscant going as Qui-Gon and Obi-Wan in a speeder. Then we have the Death Star debris on Kefbir. There's the transport that the stormtroopers that defect, such as Janna, take and give to the Resistance for the final battle on Exegol. And here is underwater at the Gungan city, and this does look amazing. Another look at Coruscant. In the streets, we have Jango Fett. We've got some Aurebesh, and it's just so awesome. We're finally getting a Coruscant open world, sort of, in a modern-day Star Wars game. We don't have to go back to the old games. And then we have the Endor Ewok Village, which is cool to see. A lot of different Ewoks and things. Then this shot is fantastic. This is Luke on the land speeder in the Jumblin Waste. And then we have a Jawa scavenging things there. And this is Jabba's palace right here. Really cool to see. It's a big structure. And then we also have Mos Eisley with Luke as well. As you can see, the NPCs all look very interesting. There's a lot of them on screen, and then we also have a bunch of these little side quests. So this is the shooting gallery in Mos Eisley, where you're able to splat Womp Rats, and if you get the gold medal, you'll get a Kyber brick. And this is just a look at the minigame. So right here on the left-hand side shows you your progress towards getting a bronze, silver, or gold medal. And yeah, it's just really cool to see these little minigames. And then this is the Mos Eisley Cantina as Chewbacca. I feel like it's missing a few people around here. Maybe they are all fighting, but there is a lot of them. You can see so many of the characters from the background of A New Hope just fighting out in the cantina, which is going to be fun to do. And here is Obi-Wan messing with some stormtroopers, asking who shot first. And then we have another shot of Han and Greedo that we've seen before shooting. IG-88 grappling. Maybe it is Canterbite. I think it might be. Then we have Rey climbing up on Acto, and another shot of Anakin on Mustafar, but it's the Attack of the Clones Anakin, and that's just getting some Kyber bricks. Now, this is a look at the upgrades section. So you're going to have the Jedi, Hero, Scavenger, Scoundrel, Bounty Hunter, Villain, Dark Side, Astromech, and Protocol Droid classes to upgrade. They're like skill trees, basically. So you can see you can use Kyber bricks to unlock new things. So as Rey, you'll be able to use a Breaker Blaster, a Glider, or a Net Launcher. So you can have a jetpack to get around places, or you can use a Net Launcher to get into places you've never been before. This is Han Solo on Starkiller Base, doing stuff to break that bridge, which is really cool. Then we have Boba Fett on Kijimi, with Boba Fett using his grenade ability, which appears to blind people, daze people, just like in Battlefront 2. And then we have C-3PO losing his legs and being able to go through certain parts of Kamino to access new areas. A more in-depth look at the upgrades menu. So we have Dark Rise for the Sith. So it says boost the power and capabilities of Force Lift. And you hold a button and it will allow you to force lift enemies throw much further. So that's one of the upgrades. Now we have Vader on Jabba's sail barge in the Dune Sea. We've got BB-9E there as well, along with Gamorrean guards being thrown. And let's take a look at some of these characters. So you've got Holdo, you've got Akbar's son, you have Sith Darth Vader, we have Knights of Ren, Babu Frick, Bail Organa. So many cool characters to choose from here, and one of my personal favourites is Bulio, Boss Nass, Bosk, and young Boba there, Captain Typho, along with some of the Gungans, 212th Attack Battalion Trooper, Phase 2 Commander Cody. We've also got Count Dooku, Commander Gree, Dengar, Dexter, Dengar Darth Maul with a hood, Imperial, First Order Officer. Here's Captain Phasma jumping over some of the barricades. This is Captain Phasma jumping over one of the barriers. And we have Babu Frick gameplay on Kijimi. How incredible is that to see? Then we have another shot of Battle of Geonosis, and we have Kit Fisto and Plo Koon taking on the droids here. We've got a little mini kit in the background just there. And then we have playable Jabba on Naboo. And I think this is what is meant by Grogu being a companion character for the Mandalorian pack. This is Salacious B. Crumb following Jabba, and maybe he is going to not be a playable character, but a companion character who follows you around. So if you are Jabba, he'll be following you around all the time. And if you're Mando for the Mandalorian pack, Grogu is going to be following you around all the time. Maybe that's the case. We shall see. But yeah, feed just looks incredible there. Then we have a Tatooine-style, Sandcrawler-style Gonk droid with some Jawas in the background and an Imperial Star Destroyer in the sky on Tatooine. The asteroid chase in Episode 5, so you can see Han Solo Episode 5 skin. It's got the Millennium Falcon, and this is 3 out of 5 mini-kits unlocked right here. Then we have the duel between Yoda and Dooku in Attack of the Clones. Then the trash compactor scene from A New Hope right here. More Nema outposts with Finn and Rey taking on Stormtroopers, and another look at the Battle of Naboo from the perspective of Jar Jar Binks. Then we have the duel with Maul and Obi-Wan and Qui-Gon. In The Phantom Menace, we've seen this a few times before, but it's good to see another look at them. Release date, obviously, April 5th, and something a lot of us have been waiting for, the speeder chase in Attack of the Clones, Zam Weasel speeder, Obi-Wan and Anakin. This is completely different to the original game. You will remember that it was more top-down, and you were so far away, but look at this, Coruscant in all of its glory with so many speeders. Look how many speeders are in the background. There's a mini-kit icon, neon icon there, a couple of them actually. And then we have the Ramphar chase, the duel on Starkiller Base between Rey and Kylo. We've got Finn in the background just there as well. Death Star trench run as Luke Skywalker, as said in the top left-hand corner. This is where you're going to be able to take out turrets and TIE fighters, and then you're going to be able to activate that torpedo and fire it down into the hole. Like, if you just compare this to the original game, it's insane. That Death Star model looks a bit weird. I guess it's because it's a complete custom model. It's not completely spherical, if you notice. I'm not too sure what to think about that. I don't know, it just looks a bit weird. Same with the top as well. Yeah, it does look a bit weird. Very strange. But there you have it, LEGO Star Wars Skywalker Saga. Oh wait, no! We have a look at the extras menu. So you have ×2, ×4, ×6, ×8, ×10 studs, Super Gonk Droid, Porg Companion, Baguette Lightsabers, and Galaxy Rave, which turns the galaxy into a fun disco for all to enjoy. It costs 500 million studs, or 1 data drive. Then we have television mode, which gives an old-timey screen effect to the game. Then we have the hologram mode, which gives all playable characters a hologram look. Retro mode, which adds a retro-style screen effect to the game. Then there is the Gonk civilian, so it replaces all the NPC civilians with Gonk droids. And we have mumble mode, comedy weapons, and rainbow effect and cantina music. Now, mumble mode replaces all of the voice lines with the classic sound effects from the original games that just have the characters mumble. So that's a thing you can toggle on. It's been requested. This is the example they give. It's Luke and Vader at the end of Empire Strikes Back. So there you have it. That's the gameplay overview trailer broken down. Let me know down in the comment section below which were your favourite parts of this. Drop a like if you enjoyed this video, and check out any of the previous LEGO Star Wars The Skywalker videos you might have missed by clicking on screen right now, and I shall see you in my next LEGO Star Wars video. Goodbye.